You've submitted your stage 1 formal complaint. Well done. That's often the hardest step. Now the clock starts. Housing associations and councils work to set complaint timescales. These aren't just guidelines, they're official deadlines, and they're there to protect you. When you know the time frame, you'll know when your landlord is taking too long. More importantly, you'll know exactly when it's time to take the next step. Let's go through the process. Day 1, you send your stage 1 complaint. This is where everything begins. If possible, send your complaint by email. That gives you proof of when it was sent and creates a clear paper trail. Your complaint should explain what the problem is, what you've already reported, what action you want your landlord to take, what outcome you're looking for. Make a note of the date you sent it. You'll need it later. Within 5 working days, your landlord should acknowledge your complaint. That usually includes a complaint reference number, the name of the person handling your complaint, the date you should expect a response. If you haven't heard anything, don't assume they've forgotten. Send a polite follow-up and keep everything in writing. Around 10 to 20 working days, you should receive your stage 1 decision. A proper response should explain what they found, what action they'll take, any timescales for repairs or other work, and whether compensation is being offered if appropriate. If you're not satisfied with the response, don't worry. You still have another opportunity to challenge it. Within 20 working days of the stage 1 response, this is your opportunity to request a stage 2 review. If the issue hasn't been resolved, you're entitled to ask for it. Don't wait in the hope that things will improve on their own. Your stage 2 request should clearly explain why you're unhappy with the stage 1 response, what was overlooked, what still hasn't been put right. Stage 2, usually another 20 working days. This is your landlord's final internal complaint stage. A senior officer or a different complaints team should review your case independently and issue a final response. Pay close attention to this decision. Once it's complete, you may be able to take your complaint outside the landlord altogether. Housing Ombudsman. Once you've received your final response, or if your landlord has delayed unreasonably, you may be able to take your complaint to the Housing Ombudsman. This is where good evidence makes all the difference. The Ombudsman will look at your original complaint, every response you received, photographs, missed appointments, repair records, and your timeline of events. That's why it's so important to keep everything. Paperwork tells your story. Phone calls don't. So know the deadlines, know the process, and whatever you do, don't let your complaint disappear into silence.